Here we go. Send out these agents first. Explore the southern tunnels. Alright, I need to go. I logged out in the middle of the quest, so I have to go back inside. Wasn't this the... Oh, I know. Okay, so it was this one and then this one. So I have to redo the... I have to redo the puzzle I already did. So this is Abyssus. Funcom with the auto host. Okay, and this is where I left off before. So I guess I'm supposed to... Should thy desires be thwarted, weep not for thyself, but for Delandi. And I was looking up Delandi when I crashed the game. Okay, I see the missing pieces of the sheet music, but I have no fucking clue what that means. Oh wait, I think I see it. Okay, so... yeah, I still don't know. Like, I kind of see. I'm looking at the sheet music and I see the letters, but... I'm gonna go look at the guide and see what the hints are. I was looking at the wrong mission. Okay. So these are the notes. Hey Leo. I usually just use a guide here, but I was trying to figure out like what this one actually is. But I'm not super great at reading sheet music. Like, I know what the solution is, I'm just not sure like why it's the solution. Just sent your entry for the writing contest? Cool, man. Good luck. Yeah, I have no fucking clue why that is the solution. Telling you my heart bleed for every word I had to cut from the final to make the word count. Nice. I honest to God wish I knew like what. Like, I know it has to do with the sheet music, and I know I can look up the sheet music and complete this part, but I have no idea like how these notes combine with the letters. Like, I just don't know enough about music. That's what guides are for, right? You can perform an emote by pressing O to view the list. You see this and clicking in emote's name. Okay. Alright, so this is basically tells you make emotes at stuff. But is there like a clue other than that as to what you're supposed to emote? Is there any other clue in this place other than just, hey, make random emotes at this shit until it works? There is a clue. Okay, so there's a hint. There's a hint. I didn't reveal the solution yet, but there's a hint on the guide that says there actually is a clue. It's just not in the room. Let's see. Return to the entrance stairs, head through the doorway straight ahead of the stairs, and follow the tunnel left. You will see an old book on the ground. Let's go look. I want to see this clue that no one ever fucking, like, finds. Aged book. A man who seeks enlightenment shall set himself in motion. He shall show appreciation for the exertions of his fellow, and make as a church-going man does before holy symbols. He shall show great disdain for the trappings of old empire, and avert his gaze from schemes coiled and chaotic. So avert gaze, disdain, church-going, and show appreciation. That makes sense. Like, hey, thanks for the bits, Last Starfighter. Appreciate it. So, if you were like randomly exploring around the tunnels, I guess you potentially would find that book with the clues. So appreciation, we're gonna go and clap. Lit up. I'm gonna say that worked. Okay, this one should be, I'm assuming this is the prey one. Yep. I think this one is what would this be? Supposed to avert, right? So cover. Nope, that was wrong. Shit. Did I misread something? Thanks for the host today. You're welcome, man. Alright, I clearly missed something there, so let's... I thought it was avert. But maybe I had that one wrong. Let's reread that part. Emails for calls to personality are way easier. Avert gaze. What did I put? I did cover eyes. Isn't... So cover eyes is not avert gaze. Alright, I gotta look at the other expressions. I think I can be forgiven that one. Because it seems like it should have been alright. So we have to do them again, right? So clap, pray. Alright, you are not avert eyes. Probably not a dance. Unless I clicked the wrong one. Did I click the wrong one? Oh, there's a scared. There's a scared cower. Nope. Really? Hold on. I want to look this bullshit up. Yeah, okay, so I just looked it up to be sure. Because I don't want to die like a billion times here. Cover eyes is what it's supposed to be. So either it didn't register correctly, or I clicked the wrong one when I thought I clicked cover eyes. But it is supposed to be cover eyes. So, clap, pray. Alright, you bastard. Nope. This is one of those bullshit ones where doing it from the emote UI doesn't work, but from the text thing does. I'm gonna be really pissed. And that'll be a bug report as well. Or wait, is it the order? Maybe it's the order. I didn't think of that. Hold on. Maybe I was doing them accidentally in the right order so far. Well, the quest is called Digging Deeper. Sorry, I have my thing over the side there. You're happy enough to do these missions again. Shows why I dislike investigation. I like investigation missions, honestly, and normally I would just look up the guide, especially when I'm redoing them, but on this playthrough I'm trying to, like, you know, revisit them. So clap was right, and pray was right, but maybe I shouldn't be doing this one next. Maybe I should be doing this one next. Maybe it's the order. So we want disdain. I'm gonna say spit. Okay, so now we'll do... What the hell just happened? But seriously, what happened there? Now we'll do... There we go. It was the order. Yeah. I've done this mission like probably between TSW and SWL like 100 times or something, but I normally just follow a guide and click. So this time I'm kind of going through, and even if I have to resort to a guide because of like the last music one, like I don't want to spend hours trying to figure out music notes. I'm trying to at least understand the solution on this playthrough, if that makes sense. It is cool to figure it out. One of the few I've actually figured out in TSW was one in Kaiden, because it was brand new content and no one had actually done it yet, so there was no guide. And I had to figure it out. And it took a couple hours, but it was really cool. To the second part then, the reason for this deception is that I did take the man's life, all true. I did poison him, as the rumors have long circulated and likely shall continue. For truly it was less an act of murder as of martyring, and though I assumed his duties, I performed them with hollow ritual, and as his name is remembered, mine remains in his considerable shadow. In the 1 score of years since my fateful act, I have come to accept this was always my rightful place. In seeking to unseat him, I did only seal it so forevermore. The third knew of my treachery, of this I am certain, even though he remained in London. Now, finally, as I breathe my last, he comes to America with the designs for the Order in New York. Isaac Fletcher, Governor of Kingsmouth, Grand Master of the Illuminated Lodge. So now we return to Kingsmouth. I like this, the way they do the symbols and then show it cast the shadow of the symbol. It's really cool. Have I beaten the game? Yes, and then some. This is my 4th character in Legends. Between TSW and SWL, I probably have a combined total of pretty close to 10,000 hours. Can one beat an MMO? There probably is one close to something considered to beat the game. Yeah, I pretty much finished everything in TSW. And then in Legends, I've pretty much done almost everything that can be done currently. I think the Kamenu is like the only, not just like, you know, I just haven't spent the time on it, killing all the Kamenu I need for that achievement, but on my main character in Legends, I think the only monster kill achievement I'm missing is the one from the new Kaiden lair. My museum is as far completed as far as it can be. I've done all like the E10 achievements, the nightmare, like kind of raid achievements. Leogrim is the reason I started doing things upside down, because he challenged me. So I've done the hardest raid in the game upside down now. I just like flipped the monitor display and played the game upside down. So yeah, I decided to start a new playthrough. I got a new character slot and I'm playing through in first person mode only. So I'm gonna try and do the entire game. In this mode, and explore as much as possible, see it from a different angle than people normally see it. I've already seen a bunch of stuff, even just in Kingsmouth in this playthrough, that in all my time of playing the game, I just never noticed, because you're never in first person, you're always zoomed out. I think the only thing I did that you didn't is get outside the map in Carpathian Fangs. Never did tell people how to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I have Krampus rocketed in Carpathian Fang and been up in the skybox taking pictures of it. So you gotta give me that one. I'm gonna read this mission turn in here. The tunnels beneath Kingsmouth offer a small-scale glimpse of the kinds of labyrinths the Illuminati have chiseled throughout the world. The New World especially. The one in New York is considered to be their crowning achievement. The logic and purpose of all of them remains essentially the same, to twist and conceal the truth. The Illuminati have elevated the acts of burial and forgetting to an art form. Kingsmouth's secret arteries conceal the body of a murdered founder. Very few among them know what's tucked in the bowels of New York. Very few would want to know what lies, what cries, what presidents? So we get an investigation reward, which is military jacket, gear, desert camo.
Critical empowerment results.
Okay. So was that the last mission for him? I'm gonna double check. They're trying to like 100% the zone. Yes. Okay, so I've done everything for him. That's just highlighted because of Polaris. I did the mission. It counted as achievement, but I didn't pick it up from her specifically, so she's still highlighted. So I think all I have left is Madame Rogette. And then maybe like a side mission or a champion somewhere, and I'll have completed the zone. I haven't done Elite New York this week. Need to do that. We still have tomorrow.
I knew you would come.
2 missions from her. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question earlier. My bad. 1 to 10, how would you rate the game as a whole? For me personally, it will always be a 10. Some people may disagree, but there's a reason I have this much time into it. It's ruined me for other games. The writing is what sets it apart, honestly. Back in Secret World, I just realized my character doesn't have any of these. My main character has all the stuff unlocked. So back in, I was like, why is this shit all locked? So back in CSW, when I was doing my 10K monster kill achievements, I sat in one sitting, read all the lore. Which, as you can see, even one entry, this is entry 3, is rather large. So I read every single thing from A to Z in like one sitting of just the bestiary. Never mind all the other lore. And the mission turn-ins, I always have a character for each faction in both TSW and Total Legends that have played the game completely, just to see the different faction turn-ins. There's a few faction-specific missions, but mainly the turn-in text is different. Madame Rogette has been having dark visions involving ravens. Locate the source of her visions.
I sense an alien presence. The fog obscures a terrible truth concealed behind a veil of... Sorry, old habits. Hey, just so you know, I don't do readings anymore. I've been outside. You don't need second sight to foretell our future. We're all doomed. It's not like I'm gonna need the money. It's strange, but it's the dreams that really get to me, not reality. I can handle reality, but those nightmares just... It's like a really annoying song that gets stuck in your head, repeating over and over and over again. Dreams are always about ravens. Thousands of ravens. Flapping wings, black feathers, dead eyes, beaks and talons tearing and clawing and screeching. Wings of death and pestilence. A black, timeless malice covering Kingsmouth like a funeral shroud. You get the idea. I don't know what any of it means, but it's doing a number on my beauty sleep, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I really love what they did with the game. I literally love Legends, like the reboot. There was actually a bunch of people that knew that I basically did everything in TSW. I had the museum completed. I had like all the 10K monster kills. You know, pretty much every achievement you can think of I had done. Um, some friends of mine, when they saw it was getting rebooted and you have to start over, they're like, "Oh my god, I feel so bad for you." And I was like, "What are you talking about? This is amazing. I literally can't wait to do it all again." So, as far as what would I like to see in the future, more. And I'm really happy with South Africa, the new zone, the new story. Like that's what I want. I just want more. And I'm very happy with the more they delivered because it was on par. So I don't want more content at the cost of quality, because what's always attracted me to everything in this game is how well the story and everything, the missions are done. They're really, really good. So I'm okay waiting. I want more of the same Secret World like quality content, which so far they're doing a bang up job on. So searching for ravens. Ooh, there's a lure over here. Loving all the riddles and hidden things everywhere. Yeah. I mean, if you get a chance to, like, all this stuff, all the lore, it's so good. It's so good. There's so much backstory in this game. And it's so well written. It's amazing. I think my man just killed that guy. Why did they have to restart it? The changes that they wanted to make, or not just wanted, the changes that needed to be made, would have required, there's such base changes to keep the game, to basically make the game continue. It was either restart it or essentially put it in maintenance mode. To be able to continue to tell a story, they needed to change it. You know, they made it free to play, and they needed to redo a bunch of stuff. A lot of the systems, honestly, you know, needed to be tweaked. Something they did in Legends I really appreciate is they married the overall like game design with their systems design, which from what I have learned, like those two parties didn't talk very well in the beginning of the game for whatever reason, which is stupid, but yeah, they one of the faults you could see in the original TSW was that they had lofty ideas that that their tech couldn't support, and no one like stopped them from doing it. They're just like, we want to do this, so they do it, and then it runs like shit because the two teams didn't really talk for whatever reason. This game, this reboot is been designed both with the story and everything in mind, but as well with the systems in mind, like with making the best of the technology the game is built on. Even the inventory being smaller, and the fact that all your gear like flows into itself to help keep your inventory down, like massive inventories is something that the tech underneath doesn't. I'm gonna say it doesn't handle well, but essentially one of the issues back in TSW is you could run around with 500 items on you, and all of your items, even though you don't have them showing on the screen because of the way the systems work, they're kind of, it's memory in the background. So everyone that was a massive hoarder running around each other was lagging each other really bad. They made some optimizations to help with that, but I mean, it's just part of the engine. It's how it works. So I want to flames. Mallet of Destruction Mark 3 from the PvP event. Is the Flames Mallet good? The Flames Mallet is good. I believe it's like second to Pneumatic Maul or something. I don't remember if it was specifically for tanks or if it was just a good hammer in general, but Flames Mallet was good. Combine level 3 items into epics or purples? I don't understand that statement actually. Hold on, let me finish this. North, east, south, northwest, southwest. North, east, south. So it's not combine level 3 items. I don't understand what you mean there. So like I'm trying to get this green to 20 so that I can go like this and like this, and once it's 20 I can fuse them into a blue. So you combine 2 max level to reach the next color. This one being the one that's being upgraded, this one being the one that's used up in the process. So I can't do it now because this one isn't 20 yet, but I mean. So yeah, so then you need 2 max level blues. Now the levels go up. So a green is max at 20, a blue is max level at 25, a purple is max level at 30, a yellow is max level at 35, and a red, which is the end tier, is max level at 70. And there is no fusing those together. So, two max level greens make a blue, 2 max level blues make a purple, 2 max level purples make a yellow, 2 max level yellows make a red. So, the cool thing about that is if you have a nice piece you find at the beginning of the game, you can take it with you. You can upgrade it all the way. You don't have to throw it away. The other thing is, no decision you make on your gear is actually final until red. Yes, you can combine the 2-pip with the 3-pip because you're not really combining. See, like my 3-pip here, I'm using this as like the other max level as fuel to make this one better. So it doesn't matter what pip this is. But on the other hand, as you're leveling up, you can kind of like bunny hop. Like what I'm going to do, just once this one is 20 and I can make this 3-pip blue, this is the one I want to keep, not this one. But it doesn't matter, I'm going to level both the blues to 25, and then when it hits, they're both blue 25, I will use this one as fodder and make this one, when it's blue, 25. Like this one will turn purple. What that means is no gear choice is permanent until red. because you can always use that piece as fodder to convert the piece you want, to like upgrade the piece that you want to be your final piece. And red is the final tier. Did I not do lost cell phone? A woman who dresses up as a fortune cookie must not be surprised to discover fortunes inside of her. If she calls her shop the Raven's Knock, it won't be eagles or crows that flock in her dreams. Irony is the laughter of chaos. Do not underestimate sign's importance. The revenant is an omen. It smells the approach of death in the air. Learn to read the ravens and you will learn to see death before it strikes. How do you know what kind of gear you want? Talk to people. You'll see more gear as you level. You generally should have, by the time you hit level 50, which will either be in like the second main zone or the third zone, the latest, you should have a better idea of the different types of gear in the game and what you want to do. And beyond that, just talk to people. Okay, so I finished Town Council. I need to see, what am I missing here? Wait, all the side missions are done? I did cell phone already? Okay. So I just need the vision. Also, once you're 10 levels over something, they don't aggro you anymore. You can just kind of walk up to them and look at them. Not all classes can heal or tank. Okay, so something to understand about the system, you won't see this until level 20. Anima allocation. Anima allocation is a slider that you can drag around and hit commit, and it changes your gear. So by default, you're at 90% DPS, 10% tank, essentially. When you play the game. Once you hit level 20, this unlocks and you can do whatever you want with it. And what it does, like you can see right now, my item has hit points, attack rating, and protection. So, but that's because I'm like 10% tank. Once I hit 20 and I can move it around, I can go 100% DPS and I'll have more attack rating, but less protection and I think less hit points. So you can do that whenever you want. Doesn't cost anything. You can just move it around. Also, I have Grandmaster from TSW, so I got all the weapon unlocks for free. But you can unlock all the weapons. It'll cost you marks of favor as like free to play or Aurum. But like on my main character, I have all the weapons unlocked, all the actives, all the passives. So your one character can do everything, can do any role. It'll take you some time to unlock everything, you know, all the AP and SP needed to do so, but you eventually unlock all weapons, all actives, all passives, and because of this, you really only need one set of talismans. Now, once you get further in the game, you may see like, oh, well, this one head talisman has an effect for tanking that I like, so I'm going to get that one and level it special because I want to tank, or this one is a DPS one. But for the most part, you can just go DPS, and then when you want to do something else, you can spec to it. Is the game big enough to unlock? Yeah. Well, I mean, You can redo missions, right? I mean, that's something you have to do, I think, at certain points just to gain levels to progress. But yes, I unlocked everything a long time ago. You're in Kingsmouth. Are you in Solomon Island, or are you still on this part of Solomon Island? Like, are you on this map, or have you moved on to the other map through this tunnel? Savage Coast. I'm walking past Madame Rogette's. Yeah, getting all AP, SP. So if you're here, this first zone has 3 small zones inside of it. You have Kingsmouth, and then there's a whole nother map once you get into Savage Coast. Whole nother map. And then there's Blue Mountain, which is another whole nother map. In fact, I was looking around at stuff. I'll show you. If you're in Kingsmouth and you go to the airport, which you will at some point in your completion of missions in this zone, part of the main story is you go here. I think it's here. This is the map of Savage Coast. Where was it? Oh, maybe it was in the... Shit, maybe it was in the tunnels. I don't know if I can actually go there right now. It might have been in here. But there's a full map that looks really cool. There's a full map that shows you that, like, Kingsmouth is here, and you have Savage Coast, and then, like, the next zone. And they're all part of the same island. They form the island. And that's like the first, those 3 maps make up the first main zone. And there are currently 5 zones in the game. So I mean, there's a lot of content. There really is a lot of free content to play. And especially depending on the pace you play at. If you've never played Secret World before, keep passing the Mavericks, and like you don't know. You're not like a lot of the old CSW vets like kind of speed ran everything because they played a lot of it before. But if you're just playing through it, like it's gonna take you a while to get through all the content.
Don't mind the mess.
Aura? Do you mean Aurum? Like the gold currency? So how that works is you have your daily challenges you can do to earn marks of favor. Always try and complete these because you're doing all this stuff anyways. The only thing you have to be careful of is this tier doesn't unlock until you do this tier. So really make sure that you do like 3 sides and 3 mains, and don't just do like 7 mains, because then they're not counting towards the next tier. Just make sure you do stuff in more or less the right order to get these ticked off, so this next one unlocks. Once this one unlocks, it's like 5 mains and 5 sides, 100 monster kills. You can just kind of go crazy. If you're free to play, I think this unlocks like 10k Moth a day. I'm at 22 right now. If you're patron, and it's like 12k Moth or something. Moth being marks of favor. So there's an exchange. So you can use your marks of favor to buy Aurum, or if you have Aurum, you can sell it for marks of favor, which people do because there's things in the game that you can only get for Aurum, and there's things in the game that you can only get for marks of favor. So the exchange is thriving. So if you never want to dump a penny into the game, it's okay. You can just play and earn marks of favor, and then exchange it for whatever the going rate is for Aurum. Also, certain items, like you can sell stuff on the auction house, right? Like, be like, hey, I want to sell this. It's currently going for 350. I could try and sell this for 300 marks. If someone buys it for 300 marks, then I have 300 more marks. There's some crazy expensive stuff. Some people drop like hundreds. If some of the agents now, let's look at agents. Most expensive agent on the market currently is 748,000 marks for Hayden. The one below that is Anthora, 350,000 marks. I mean, that's a lot of goddamn Aurum. So you can do it. It can be done. You don't have to spend money on the game if you don't want to, or if you can't. All right, we're gonna do this investigation mission. I think it's the last one in the zone I need. Madame Rosette has a vision of your future. Follow the vision. Okay, before I click this, I do love the new agent system. I really like it. On my main character, I have 38 agents. I need one more for the achievement. That'll give me my 40th agent. Also, way more useful when you're lower level, because everything they bring back when you're lower level is actually useful. These distillates are useful when you're lower level. It's passive, they're running all the time. If you're endgame player, you want the supporting agent slots unlocked, and you want their passives, like Oleg. He's the collector's edition for South Africa agent. He has plus 2.5% damage and healing across the board, and plus 650 attack rating. This is really, really good. You know, other agents are like plus 7% to your, you know, a specific weapon type damage, or plus crit power, or plus healing, or plus health, plus protection. Like, it's an awesome thing. There's lots of cool stories. There's entire mission chains. So like, there's missions that you can run that have like a little story that will, once you succeed on them, unlock another mission and another mission. And some of those have agents actually at the end that you can unlock if you complete them with outstanding results. I really like it. I think it's really cool.
It was always about deception. The crystal ball, the gypsy clothes, the fake accent. Cheap props to make the fortune cookies easier to swallow. My customers, they bought into it because they wanted to. If there's no free will, if it's all about fate, life is a whole lot simpler. We can just say, hey, it was meant to be, and get on with it. That's the key to fortune telling. That's why people fall for it. We're all prisoners of our search for a higher meaning. It's all about mutual deception. I never believed I was telling people anything they didn't already know. Until now. I have waking dreams. Visions. I see auras. Auras! Yours, by the way, is bright enough to blind me. I see through the eyes of others. I can even see into the future, for real. The paths of fate, clear as day. It's almost like I've become who I've pretended to be all these years. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I could be going crazy. I wouldn't blame myself if I was going, oh, great. Here we go again. I'm having another vision. They come and go like headaches. I can't really control them. Quick, before it passes. I see your twin paths. One leads to salvation, the other to defeat. I see black tendrils rising to embrace you. Voices whispering in your ear. Corruption from within and from without. Something rising from the bottomless deep to devour us all. To turn day into night. Sorry. I see something else. Our paths intertwine, converge, and at the end of it, Exodus. Inescapable, permanent, fated.
On the tip of the pyramid, your path shall be revealed. That's as good as it's gonna get. Make of it what you will. Sometimes I get more visions, like the aftershocks of an earthquake. If that happens, I'll let you know. You won't even have to pay my usual fee. Let's call it a freebie, sweetie.
Okay. What was it? Tip of the pyramid? Pyramid Point, yo. It's kind of fun when you're just over level enough that they don't aggro. You can actually get up close and look at things. Yeah, tip of the pyramid. I still think Kingsmouth should have agent drops. They should bind the dropping total 15 off the maps. Maybe. Well, I don't know though. It also keeps people from like running the holy shit out of Kingsmouth, which is where like all the new players are. So maybe it's not a bad idea. I will say this: that whole cinematic there is a lot more meaningful when you've played the game before. Like those little tidbits, the things she says, like that you have when you have a lot more information and go see that, like it's. Here we go.
I had another vision. Shadows. Long shadows. From the old boughs of the fairy forest. The flickering lights of the foolish fire guiding your path. Come, come, they beckon. Does this make any sense to you?
Okay, so that's like the where the wisps are, I think. Remember right? Let's do the side mission though, since we're here. I just gotta defeat some reanimated warriors. Are we really being attacked by aliens? Those big things in the water? I don't think those things are aliens, but yeah, they're. I don't think they're supposed to be aliens technically. But you're in Kingsmouth, so you're still really early in the story. Like so super early in the story. It's not even funny. Like the story is fucking huge. I guess yeah, you could say. I mean, they're a foreign entity, yeah, sure, but I forgot to send the report for the side mission I just did. Okay, this way. See, yeah, there's the floating wisp guys.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
And we can defeat 5 wisps for a side mission, which is nice. I keep getting necklaces. It's crazy.
Guess what? More visions. This time there's bees. The incessant buzzing of bees. And flowers. Flowers blooming out of season.
So that's gonna be the Agartha portal, because... Oh, I see the rare! That's the rare I'm missing. Get back here. Forgotten Fiend. Before we go to the Agartha portal, because that's where the bees are, for sure. I don't know how I missed this one. What I find interesting is they have a whole world to make their game.
They keep coming. The visions, it's exhausting. Now I see an angel guarding hollowed ground, sword in hand to ward off evil and to guide the way.
And so at the end of the wells, if you look closely, which you never really do when you're in third-person mode, but in first-person mode, you can see the bees, the buzzing. They have a whole world to make their game. Yeah, it's really awesome, and like the secret world, everything is there in some fashion. Yeah, for sure, it's cemetery. In fact, what's interesting too is like a lot of the places they actually used like real life reference for. Like if you go to New York in the game, which is like where the Illuminati headquarters is, like you can find that location in New York. Like it's a physical. They took it from a physical place. Like it's like the real world with myths in the game, like not myths in the game. It's the real world with like myths and legends all true in some form. So like maybe vampires aren't what we think vampires are, but they exist in the game. Like when you get to like Tokyo, like you know there's Tokyo versions of stuff. You know, like sequel versions of those local myths and legends and stuff. Got lore for one of those guys. Zombies number 7. My weapon leveled up. So if you're not aware of this, the weapons you have equipped gain expertise. So like my assault rifle has expertise level 5 right now, which gives you critical, like crit and crit power, like crit damage. So crit chance, crit damage. It goes all the way to expertise level 50. Once you start having multiple weapons, you'll find that well, let's just say like you eventually get like 2 weapons at max 50, and you're like, oh, I want to level the expertise of another weapon, but I don't want to use it. Well, you can swap that weapon in when you turn in reports, and then it'll get XP towards itself. So this gallows thing is, I think it's up here. Have you ever leveled a rocket launcher to 50? You know, I don't know, Leo. Like, I don't see the point in doing that. Really, other than to do it. I theoretically could. I actually haven't done those missions in a little while. I've just been doing the ones that actually give you the ascension points in South Africa. Mainly because I surpassed 2,000 Dawn's marks now. So I can't get the guys for 2K. Hey, thanks for the host, Mikey. Big Mikey Ocho. There's a lore down there somewhere. Dedicated to the works of Kingsmouth Mayor John Langmore and to the largest system of reparation. May the unquiet dead of the hangman span, accept the lot past them in this life, and proceed to the next without sin. So this is like the gallows part, right?
detected. Initiating.
Hangman Spectre.
That's all of it. The storm's passed. For now. I don't know what lies at the end of this road, but it's not good. For any of us.
Always pick up lore because it also gives you XP, which is nice. Right? Nothing to sneeze at. Loot Lantern! So even if you don't have cache keys, because like you're not a patron and you don't feel like buying Aurum to get them or something, these things vendor for 50 shards a piece. So a stack of like 100 is 5k or something, right? Sounds right. 5k anima shards. No vision is meaningless, no matter how vague or bleak. No riddle isn't worth solving, no matter how obscure. There will be an exodus one day. It has been prophesied by visionaries, more powerful and trustworthy than those in Kingsmouth. When the final path is open, it will not be marked for fools to follow. Enlightenment is not a right. Our minds must be sharp, we must earn access to the truth. But first, we should learn exactly what threatens us. Only then can we depart. So we get another reward, which was Cap with Scarf Orange. Dark Griffin, auto host. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for all the amazing knowledge you're sharing. Yeah, you're welcome. If you have any questions, like always feel free to ask. I've got a lot of time in Secret World, and more than happy to help people enjoy it. I also really enjoy watching new people stream it because it's a way to see the game from like a fresh perspective. It's always entertaining and interesting for me. Okay, so there's an achievement for completing. An achievement is important. If you complete everything in the zone, you get 10 AP, 10 SP, and a guise, which is like a costume, like a full costume, which in this case is the guise of the Revenant. But you have to do everything in the zone, and I am missing Hunter of Kingsmouth. So you have to do all the main missions, all the investigation missions, all the side missions, fully explore the zone, and you have to kill all the rare bosses. I tried streaming recently. I had single-digit frames all the way. I need your rig. Yeah, that's. I mean, could be settings issues, but honestly, like you know, some people use two rigs, like one to stream and one to play on. I just have one doing both, even though I have two other computers. I'm actually like. It's funny. I'm playing and streaming from one computer, but I'm actually watching the stream to make sure everything's working and reading the chat on another screen that's on another computer altogether. So I need Hunter. So that's gonna be bosses, champions. Who am I missing? Jotun. I'm missing the one. It's got to be in here, right? Somewhere. This is how you have margarita, by the way. Pitcher with a straw. Not sure everyone can actually see that, but yeah, that's how you do that. Got an Agent Astrid. Nice! Congrats, Leo. Wait, there's a lore. There's a lore. Hold on. Also, I highly recommend Lorehound. That's what's showing these yellow markers for me. It's a mod that shows lore that is in the vicinity with like a yellow marker and distance. Really helps track down lores. Oh crap, I got stuck. That's not good. That's right, I can just port to here. Company 7 may be coming out next. Well, so the new zone came out, the first new content for the since the relaunch. So like brand new content. It's only in Legends. It was never in the Secret World. But the zone isn't fully fleshed out yet. Like if you look at the achievements for it, South Africa, like it says like coming soon. Like it doesn't have any investigation missions in it yet. It's still coming soon. So they're gonna finish fleshing out that zone. That's like the next, as far as that goes. But I think the next big thing, which everyone should be able to take part in, regardless of where they're at in the game, is the anniversary event should be coming up. I presume that will probably come first. The anniversary, I think, is in June. And historically, the anniversary events always had like group content, like massive group content. It has to do with like Artha and like the custodians and Gaia and golems and all that kind of stuff. Where do you get your mods from? Mostly from Curse, but let's see if my bot's actually in here. There you go. The only one that might not be there is the reticle one I'm using right now, which is this thing, which I just put in for this first-person playthrough, because I think it works really well. For a first-person playthrough, it looks really cool, especially for assault rifle. It seems kind of appropriate. That might be the only mod that's not in that on that webpage. So that's my website. It has the resources page, has all my add-ons. I try and keep it up to date. Sometimes it's a little behind. Also have a YouTube channel, and obviously my Twitch has like highlights and stuff. So I have some pretty bizarre videos. I've done achievements in the game, like on TSW. I did a raid on bananas as a controller. I've done achievements in Legends on like a xylophone. There's like fun stuff to check out if you're so inclined. Where is the other Jotun guy? I'm not seeing like a rare. Wait, is it that one? Because I already have that one. Fuller Jotun? Oh no, it's a different Jotun, okay. Never mind. I hope this is the one I have to wait to spawn. But I thought I got the one that you usually have to wait to spawn for. Now I'm curious. I need to look that one up. It's the only thing preventing me from finishing the zone. Are the points and achievements for anything? Yes, actually, they have an achievement vendor in Agartha. Oh, wow, I'm looking in way the wrong spot for this guy. Holy crap, he's like up here somewhere. That's good to know. Yes, the big Agartha is the big tree area. That's where all the vendors should be. Ooh, lantern! Yeah, the Nasir dance is pretty awesome. Just like certain things you can only get from that vendor, and you have to have the achievement points to get access to them. Oh, level 20!
New rank, the army. Critical empowerment results.
I've unlocked anima allocation! Sweet.
항상 돌이 함께 하세요. 눈사람은 녹지 않아요.
So anima allocation allows you to allocate your power rating towards damage, healing, survivability. It can be accessed from this tab in the ability window. And so now I can go in and actually show you it. So check this out. You're always at 1090 up until now. So now I can go full DPS. I hit commit. So if you look at my talismans, 381 attack rating, 87 protection. Whereas before, I was at 10, which is 54 hit points, 343 attack rating, 159 protection. The cool thing is you can go DPS, you can go tank, you can go in the middle, you can go healer, you can go healer tank, you can go healer DPS, tank DPS, you can go in the middle. You can be like, I want to be 70% deeps, but I want to heal myself by like 10% and 20% tank. Boom. On the fly. I now have 109 hit points on this talisman, 267 attack rating, 38 heal rating, and 231 protection. And it applies across the board. Like, it affects all your talismans, get set to like that percentage So depending on their level, they'll add different amounts, but it'll be cut between hit points, attack rating, heal rating, protection. So I'm gonna go full DPS because for playing through the story, most of the time I think that's the right call. A lot of people, yeah, anime allocation is fucking amazing. I really, really love. There it is. You can see the rare on the map now. That's the one rare I'm missing. But yeah, it's amazing, and it solved a lot of issues. It wasn't there at the launch of Secret World Legends. It's something they came up with a few months in. Hunter of Kingsmouth. Visit Kingsmouth, stay a while. Completed 10 AP, 10 SP, and Guise of the Revenant. So if you want to see Guise of the Revenant, it's in the dressing room. I guess technically I have to zoom out to show you it. So let's look at Guise of the Revenant. See, check that out. Freaking cool. Let's go back in first person. But more importantly, in my mind, the 10 APSP are totally worth it. We're gonna unlock high explosive grenade. We probably need to get to yeah, we definitely need to get to that passive, so we're gonna have to start going that route. Although I might just want to buy some hit rating. Another bonus of unlocking other weapons is you get access to the passives. And the thing about passives, if you don't already know this, is these ones you have to slot. These ones are global. And it doesn't matter if you have the weapon equipped or not. Once you unlock this, you have it. So I've unlocked plus 17 attack rating passive on assault rifle. I could take off the assault rifle and say, yeah, I want to play pistol chaos instead. This passive I always have. So if you unlock all the weapons and eventually all the passives, that's a lot of stat bonuses. So that said, hit rating. Hit rating is important so you don't glance. So I can start unlocking the first hit rating. It'll cost me 5 SP to jump in and 5 SP for the first hit rating. So I'm going to do that on as many as I can, because then I'm going to glance a lot less. My hit rating has just gone up significantly. I only have one more first tier one to get, and that way, like, you know, when I shoot stuff, it's not gonna be a waste. Okay, so now I've finished this map. This map is done. I'm gonna go to my next part of the story, which is travel to the Savage Coast, which is highlighted on the map blue. So we're gonna warp down here. Numlock is auto run. And this is Savage Coast. Go to the marked house. Unlock the new teleport location. Enter the basement. Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard footsteps. I was like, what the shit? Explore the Illuminati basement. Can do. Take the Masonic symbol. Let's just steal everything that's not nailed down, right? Because that's what you do in video games. Unlock the tunnels. Did I grab everything? Nope. Enlightenment.
Quick access inventory updated.
Wait, do I have auto dodge not turned off? Because that's really dumb. That's what's happening, I think. Double tap to activate dodge. Fuck that. Shift plus direction to dodge, so you don't accidentally dodge places. It's hard to tell that you're dodging in first person because your view doesn't actually roll. So like this is me dodging. Like you hear a sound, but nothing visual is apparent. Okay. You know, I think I can afford the next sprint. So if you go menu, pets and sprints. Hit the little plus sign. Either 500 Aurum or 20k off. I have 28.4, so I'm gonna buy sprint 3. Never bought more than sprint 2 on an alt before, but I don't want to have to like go super slow on this guy. Okay, so you put the book in the shortcut bar on the bottom. The man who seeks enlightenment must do the following: find balance, face death, burn the past, and climb the pyramid. There at the apex, his eyes will be opened. Okay. So we can put this off to the side and leave it there. Find balance. So we'll say the yin-yang symbol. Face death. Okay. Burn the past. So Phoenix. Climb the pyramid. And apex, his eyes will be opened. So the Illuminati one? Yep. Defeat the Guardian.
Goddamn. Oh, you're lucky Boone's been keeping tabs on you. and that I got here when I did. Don't go hunting lions with pea shooters. Know your prey. I've been waiting for something to happen out here. It's been in the earth, in the air. It's why Boone and me came out here even before the fog. There's power on Solomon Island, the kind that spreads filth. And it's waking up. My friend Jack is fond of saying he's seen the worst of what this world has to offer. But he's dead wrong. That was just the beginning. I always knew worse things were headed our way. And now they've arrived. The man you're chasing carries something powerful and potentially dangerous. I'll do what I can to help, though I lack your particular talents. Hell, it took me 30 years of looking to learn how to cast a simple spell. Nope. I get too close to that artifact, it's a bad deal all around. I hear the whispers even now. And I don't have your natural defenses. I'm afraid of what it might do to me. Of what it might make me do to all of you. I've been doing some digging. As far as I can tell, this relic is what brought the fog here. Or at least what controls it. Whoever wields it holds the fate of Solomon Island in their hands. I can't tell you where that tunnel leads, but the Illuminati dug and dug deep when they ruled this island. It's a network that stretches from Kingsmouth in the east to the Academy in the west. I don't know where this tunnel leads, but it's somewhere west of here.
Find John Wolfe. Okay, dokie. See a champion, and there's a lore nearby. Oh wow, that lore is up there. Where'd the champion go? There was just oh, there it is. Umbral Rood King. Crap. Hey, there's someone else here. Signal evaluation from scenario. Nice, congrats, Leo. Some assembly required to form 100 empowerments. Crafty. There's another rare. I guess I'm hunting rares right now because I can't not kill one once I see it on the map. Wait, is it dead? Did someone else kill it? Where'd it go? What the hell happened? Uh-oh. Maybe someone else killed it. Doesn't appear to be there now. Are we all on the same server? Yeah, maybe. I think there are technically different servers, but the main thing is there's instances. So the game does some interesting things actually as far as that's concerned. So in any single copy of, like, I'm in Savage Coast now, there can only be 13 people in this copy of the map. If there's more than 13, another copy is spawned and someone ends up in there. So on and so forth. So you'll never see more than 13 people in one of these maps. Now there's special zones in Agartha with like mega bosses where you can get like 40 people in to like a special fight. But in the normal playfields, 13 is the max. But what you can do is if you know someone, like you have them on your friends list, you can meet up on them, meaning you like teleport into their copy of the instance, as long as it's not full. And if there's space in yours, they could meet up on you and port into yours. The other thing that's really kind of cool that a bunch of us like didn't really know was a thing at first, we kept running into each other and we're like, what the hell, is the game attempts to, if you're in a cabal, which is a group, I have a group, if you're in a cabal, like an in-game cabal, you're more apt to be put in an instance with your cabal members. Same thing for people on your friends list. Once you add people as friends, this is obviously my alt, so I haven't added anyone. I have a friends list on my main character. It's more apt to put you in an instance with your friends as well. So you're more apt to randomly run into your friends or cabal mates in the game, because it tries to put you, as long as your instance is not full, in their instance. Send more cops. Police radio warns about an oncoming zombie assault, and a desperate voice asks for help. Stopping it for the undead reach Kingsmouth town.
Got a tip off from that wolf fella. Whole heap of dead folks marching out of the sea, headed for town. Reckon that's past the last thing we need.
To know the one you're in, I think it's like it's like Shift F. What is it, Leo? Do you remember what it's like? Shift F1 or Shift F11 or what the hell is it? I don't remember the key now. I should remember the key. I just don't. I'm forgetting. There's a key combo you put that like will print your dimension information into the general tab, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it is at this particular moment. Yeah, I don't know if it's just not working for me or not. I'm not subbed to the right channel. I should know that one. We use it all the time, because when you're trying to get raids into like a full 10-person raid into an instance, because it can only have 13 people, sometimes you end up with, you know, issues where like half your raids in one zone, half's in the other, and you have to check that information to see. And I don't remember what the key is off the top of my head. Control Shift F9. Really? Maybe I changed the key. Hold on, let me go look at the controls. No, not character select. I might have changed it. Control F10. But Control F10 isn't giving me anything either. Unless my chat's like not subbed to the right thing. I don't know, mine's being weird, but the point is it exists. Well, you're right, out of the chat gets it. So yeah, I'm currently in Dimension 1, Server 19. Instance 29881917. What you look for is the instance number. Because that's how you tell. Hello, ugly. Go to the Overlook Motel. The area around the Overlook Motel looks unearthly, like a scene taken from a doomsday movie. Some would call it Hell on Earth. Further data on this phenomenon will probably be available to your faction HQ. I love this area. Hello, succubus. Examine hellscape eruption. Okay, we did that. Ooh, lantern. Take readings from fiery cracks. Ta-da! Your readings have been received and analyzed. The small cracks and eruptions you witness are cracks in our reality, and they tell a story we are forced to listen to. They tell a story of chaos in the hell dimensions, and while we are usually glad to let chaos run its course, the demons do not subscribe to our kind of chaos. The portents point to an imminent invasion. An invasion from the other worlds will only change the planned course of events within our own realm, but your discovery allows us to plan for it and adapt our course accordingly. Did my music stop playing? Weird. Is it our duty to interfere because we can? Does our ability to change the course of events in motion oblige us to do so? You will have to find the answer to that yourself. We already know that the living dead are directed by the Drog, and we suspect there is more to the Drog invasion on some island than meets the eye. Would the Drog advance on Kingsmouth have given us a clearer view on their ultimate intent? We can only speculate. Look at all this. There's a new dungeon. Recommended level 21. Level 20. I could attempt a cube for it though. Daniel Box Query, the Hellraiser Theater Wicker, is the cause of the hellish events at the Overlook Hotel. Cross to the other side and find him before the situation worsens. I guess you should do these in order technically, like story-wise. Maybe I'll wait to do them in order. We also want to find John Wolfe for the main storyline. I do really like the Hell storyline though. Jimmy found the best dungeon. I did. Let's do this. This hell hath no vacancy. Daniel Bach compares the Overlook Motel grounds to a war zone. Demons, hell beasts, and portals in another world. At least it makes for an interesting news article, but who knows what else could come through the rifts if the demons aren't stopped. Yeah, Hell's storyline. So, like, I understand this is probably spoilerish for you, because you're still in Kingsmouth and not in Savage Coast yet. But Hell is part of the Secret World as well. The Secret World version of Hell and the Secret World version of like demons and such. And it's pretty cool. I really like this particular chain of missions that revolve, like, you know, that start at this hotel and they continue. The other thing that's different about Secret World, and I really like in Legends they did, is the dungeons. The dungeons always had story, but now they actually have a story mode version. So even people that aren't like dungeon types of players can do, it's called story mode, and it only requires 3 people. You don't need to be a certain class. You don't need a tank, DPS, healer. Like, just 3 regular schmoes of the required level range could just go into story mode, and you're not going to get your ass kicked. You'll be able to do the content and experience the story, because there's lore in there. There's cinematics in the dungeons. Like, the dungeons tell a story, or they're part of the fabric of the Secret World, and they're an important part. So it's a really cool thing they did. Like in TSW they had the normal versions, But it's not quite the same. The normal versions in TSW still required the trifecta. They still required like a tank, a healer, and like 3 DPS, like a 5-man group. In Secret World Legends, the story modes are easier. They only require 3 players, and you don't have to be a certain role. Like nothing is really going to kill you. It's just to let people that enjoy the story of the game that don't want to be like major group content like dungeon runners can still do the content for the story, because there's some amazing story and some amazing cinematics in the dungeons. Do them. Hey, Lupus Dominus. It's a cool outfit. He's got a sword. I was doing sword at first, but it just doesn't work well for first person. You can't really see your sword interact with things. Assault rifle seems to be working better. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, it's again, the storytelling, it's what Secret World does best. And if that means anything to you, once you get really into the game, it will really overtake you. I have a hard time playing other games that don't have a similar literary level anymore, because it spoiled me. It seriously spoiled me. I tried to play a different MMO a few years back and wanted to shove a pencil in my eye.
There's plenty of vacancies going, bud. It is the mother of all off-seasons. If you don't mind sleeping rough like the noisy neighbors in 13. Real hell raises. But what's a guy gonna do, call the cops? It must be a riot at parties. Anyway, this is nothing. Nothing. I've covered wars, dirty wars, where crazy runs the show, waving guns up in my face. That place between bad and worse, that's where I belong. In the eye of the shitstorm, the misery and the carnage and time, all slow right down, and I can call it how it truly is. That's where I do my best work. That's where I'm king of the story, man. All demons and devils, not even bothering to wear our skin, whooping like a laugh track in an abattoir, and why not? I'm in on that joke. The best joke of all? We do this to ourselves, but they cannot fucking wait to show us how it's done properly. Wherever there's a critical mass of human tragedy, it's a big flashing "come on down" sign to them. Yeah, last one I saw went that away. Happy hunting.
So we need to kill 10 of Enroachers and consecrate. Good lord, I can't say the word. Cratises, and close hell rifts. That's part is easier to say. Here's the encroacher, and that's the consecratrix. Oh, so it's consecratrix, but plural. Interesting. Consecratrixes? Cratrices. I feel WoW has gone down the tubes now since they're adding elven vampires to the horde. That's just not. That does seem a little bizarre. I like feeling like a sniper. Assault rifle's range is crazy. You can see the meters. Like if they get under like 20, I'm good. There's a door up there. So now we need to kill 5 annexing angels and rift martyrs. Ooh, there's a rare up here. Here's a rift martyr. These guys look pretty badass. Yeah, I have my beef with AR range and tactical free. I will say, like, you know, you saw with the PvP event over the weekend, like, AR is fucking crazy, like, range-wise in PvP. I also found out that signets make a shit ton of difference, though. Once I switched back to pistol, so my pistol signets took it, like, were in effect. Like, my damage was fucking crazy. This is the rare. Got him.
Critical empowerment results.
Camera. Journalist has lost his camera. It seems fully functional and there are ample photo opportunities nearby of the occult kind. The camera belongs to Daniel Block, war journalist. Before returning it, you could lend him a hand and take some pictures of the creatures roaming the area and at the same time assist your faction with valuable information. Take the camera. Let's go snap some photos, shall we? Check this out. This is really cool. So there's a Rift Martyr and a Drog, and they're fighting each other because they're opposing forces. The Drog are invading the island, and Hell's invading the island separately, and so they're not big fans of each other. I thought about it, even outside PvP, it's a strong soft stat to have. I mean, in PvE, I guess maybe it's more useful, but potentially. But like in dungeons and shit, it doesn't really matter because nothing's like that far away, or is not gonna just one-shot use a DPS anyways. Why are they both invading? I don't know if it's technically different reasons or the same reasons. For the Golem and Hell Eternal, you can stay so far away you never get at risk of hitting the Flame Spirits. You mean getting hit by the Flame Spirits? I mean, I guess maybe, but I'd like never see that happen. I see AR people die all the time on that fight. I forgot to take pictures first, damn it. When you're drilling behind the golem, let me turn all this meters to work with. He's don't get hit by the flames. Why are you behind the golem, Leo? That's a different problem altogether. You should never be behind the golem. Like here's an angel fighting a Drog as well. Oh, and she just summoned, this guy. Summoned Incubus. Now they're tag teaming him. Look at that. How close can I get before they attack me? I guess they're not going to. Holy shit. I think they're gonna win though. Find a way to destabilize a minor hell rift. I can't keep up if I stand aside. If I'm in front of him, I can't shoot at him without being forced to run backward. Leo. You run ahead, you turn, like you run ahead a little bit, and then you run sideways while shooting at him. Like at a slightly backwards angle. Your sideways run is almost as fast as your frontward run, and it's not nearly as slow as backwalking. So if you just like run sideways, slightly in front of him, and then you're aiming backward and running to the side, like you can kind of stay ahead of him and be shooting him. What's this? What's the difference? Okay, let me finish this one first. We're gonna pop down a Manny. Blue Lantern. I think I expect you to take longer to kill these guys. Yeah, here we go. Living Siege. Woohoo! I think that was 100 monster kills. Oh, I have a chance at an agent now. You have a low chance to acquire an agent dossier when completing this mission. To swear a contract with demons is to embrace a false change. It is an easy power, a basic power, with only one outcome: destruction without echo. Understand that the hell dimensions are simply another form of stasis. The catastrophe that it brings cannot trigger transformations other than the transformation into the hell dimensions. Where they are in play, the cycle halts on apocalypse, the wheel is seized. And so, they are of no use to us. An enemy that cannot be subverted is the basis of enemies and should be treated only by the blade.
Critical empowerment results.
Guess that works. Not that I'm a fan of trying, sticking close to the stuff where my damage hits. Well, you can pace him like close and side on his side. You know what I mean, Leo? Like, you could be just like a step or two in front of him on his side, like running sideways, and it would be like the shotgun needs you to be like in 3 meters or something. You can do that. You can make that work for sure. Infernal vibrations. Approaching this chunk of hell metal, you feel a ringing in your ears and ache behind your teeth. The energy from the rib seems to have set it resonating. Perhaps it can be of use to you in controlling the hellish outbreak. Okay.
Quick access inventory updated.
Ah, look at this. Let's finish taking pictures first. Let's see. return the camera. Hey, okay, we're gonna do our fusion. So we're gonna take our Radiant Generalist belt and we're gonna make it blue. And then we're gonna put it in place of the one we have now. So now we're on our way to our purple. We get this to 25 and this to 25, we can make it purple. Once we hit level 50. You have to be level 50 to make purples. We now have the effect from the Generalist spells, which is cool. Trick is definitely easier when your frames work, and that's the thing. It's no game changer, it makes it so much easier. We can see that put in line with Alien Blood and such to 15. I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like it's an assault rifle, right? It should have range. I think it's supposed to have other things that make it harder to deal with. Other drawbacks, but I honestly don't think the range should be nerfed. I don't think it's necessarily as big of a advantage in most of the content as you think it is, I guess, or perceive it to be.
Item located. Radar module activated.
There's a rare up there. There's a lore.
Item located.
I think it's mess with stuff in a bad way to have one weapon outrange every other weapon. I mean, I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, and I don't think it's all abilities either. Shit, where do you guys come from?
Additional assignment received. Initial.
Certain abilities have different range than others. I forget where it says it, or if it says it, but I swear to God, different abilities have different ranges, or can have different ranges.
Hey.
Man, we did not. I need a lot of main missions.
Keep fighting the good fight.
I League of Monster Slayers. The forest and outcrawl with the Insectoid Cobb once the training grounds. The League of Monster Slayers, a generational club of local teens. Was the League a product of child's imagination? But they truly face down the occult. Their clubhouse may hold the answers. You know, I think I might call the stream here. It's getting kind of late, and League of Monster Slayers seems like a journey for another day. Yeah, we're just over 2 hours, and I should probably get some sleep. I wanna stream in the morning as well, so I don't want to stay up too late. But I'll be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow at least, barring any family things. I'll see if there's anyone else playing right now I can host. Let me check that out. Crash Game Reviews currently has 12 viewers, and they're returning to the Secret World, it looks like. They're still, I think they must be early in the game, I think. Give them a host. Keep the Secret World train going. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks Leo, thanks Last Starfighter for keeping it interesting. I enjoy talking about the game almost as much as playing it. So thanks again, guys.